Damn, are y'all prepared for war? How many did y'all grab?
They have 4
4.
cartridges each.
Okay.
All of them, everybody? Oh, not yet. Just the tasers right now. Alrighty. From there on out, go ahead and open up the cartridge slot on your taser and slide those cartridges in there. 1 cartridge.
I think we all did it together, cartridge and tasers.
No, you gotta open, put the cartridge inside your taser. And then make sure you reload them.
I'm gonna just stand over here. It's not that I don't trust y'all.
Did I say to load your gun?
No, he doesn't trust you.
Why did you just load your gun?
I thought it was my taser.
You thought your gun was your taser.
No. Yes, but...
Alright, I'm going to take your gun off you right now.
That's not a good look. Very much not a good look, Judas.
Crap, I'm sorry.
You have a nickname, Judas?
Usually people just call me a prick, but assistant to the senior citation officer is also a good title.
The senior citation officer?
I don't recall you being my assistant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's... We got to come up with some other kind of name, like the Crimson Chin or something like that.
I don't much like that, though.
Oh. All right, what do you like?
Probably Hero. Giga Chad, I've been called before by myself.
What about...
you called yourself
What
then?
about... Chin strap?
I'm not a pirate.
That's bootstrap.
It's like a football thing.
Okay. Chin strap kind of sounds cool, I guess.
All right.
Giga Chin. You know, we can discuss this at another time. We're gonna head upstairs. Leave the door. Leave this door unlocked. Leave that specific one unlocked. I think a lot of people have. So there's a sign asking us to leave it unlocked.
Not only that, the other one's unlocked. So.
Yeah, depending on how you look at this is equivocally the 3rd or the 4th floor. For those of you that consider the very bottom floor to be the 1st floor instead of the basement, then this is the 4th floor or 3rd floor. Yeah, 4th floor. Math. And it's currently, still under construction, but I'm sure it'll be available at a later date. That is not today. Who knows?
I only been up here for one reason only.
A Pinzone's interview?
Turner's office.
Yeah.
Yeah. About the only reason to come up here right now.
All right, this is the 4th or 5th floor. Once again, depending on how you feel about that whole situation.
What is that noise?
Parsing for the 17 months.
As they were just previously saying, there's not really going to be any reason to come up here unless you're probably in trouble at this time. So let's hope you never have to come up here. Pretty much every room is inaccessible as they are still under construction. Beyond this double door room and then each stairwell, which we'll head through here. we'll go up the stairs and it'll lead out to the roof.
This is Turner's office.
Yeah,
Well, I
which,
remember doing my interview here.
Yeah, me same
if
here.
you didn't realize, the elevators are right across, which is why they're really only used to get here.
So, not much to say, but this is the northern side of the roof, and on the southern side we'll have a helipad. Some edges are still under construction, so be careful and watch your step. And some solar panels as well, so making sure we're environmentally friendly. When the time comes, I graciously await the day that I can return to where I belong, and that is the sky. And I'm not talking about,
Not me.
heaven or death, whatever you
I
prefer.
mean, you're young, sir. There's a big life ahead of you.
I get the senior discount when I go to Senior Buns.
Well, that's a plus of being
Apparently,
old, I guess.
being 29, you have like 1 foot in the grave.
Yeah.
But it's a whole separate thing. But yeah, this is a helipad, and when we eventually do have a helicopter, I will probably spend a majority of my day up here. But for the time being, you just look and imagine what we could have.
Syntium.
Is there a fucking sprinkler?
What's that? You gotta speak up.
Oh, I think that was the construction worker.
Oh,
Okay.
Curly.
We're gonna head back down.
Right.
Somebody make sure that other door is locked, please.
Barrick,
Yeah.
did you explain the yellow tags?
They essentially
On the
were under
doors.
construction, yeah.
Was it explained to them, though?
We can just hold here if you want to talk to him about it
Sure.
and explain this.
We'll wait for everybody. All right. I think that's everybody. So I'm not sure if y'all saw the common theme amongst these yellow tags on the door handles. If there's a yellow tag, you're not going in that door. You better not go through that door. All right? Is that understood?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And if you're found to be going inside of one of them, number one, I'll be impressed. But secondly, you'll be in trouble. So which rooms do we not enter?
The ones with the
Rooms with
yellow
yellow
tag.
Yellow
tags.
tag door.
Perfect. All right. We can continue.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all shoved me out of the way.
So is,
We're
it's
trying to
sorry,
go
sir.
through the door. You're in the
Well, now
way.
you
Sorry.
feel- Well, sir, try to do the same.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are we keeping that open?
I think Beric said to.
Yeah, it's fine.
A lot of people are having an issue with that.
All right. Now, depending on how you feel, if you ask me, I consider this to be the first floor. And then the floor below this, which is currently under construction, to be the basement.
Oh, you're so wrong. This
Now
is
speak up.
this is ground floor.
I mean, technically, this
That
is
makes more
above
sense.
ground. Wait, isn't it? Yeah.
I say it's
Yeah.
ground
Basement.
because it's in line with our underground motor pool.
Yeah.
Well, if it's underground motor pool, then it's basement.
Okay, then
So
what's going to come
first and
underneath
ground
this?
is the same to me.
Then
Basement
it's
1,
the
basement
second
2.
floor basement. Yeah, basement 2.
Double
B1,
basement.
No, because you
B2.
see, it starts getting too complicated.
But let me go
Like-
see the buttons in the elevator. One moment, please.
Anyway, this is the pipe
Oh.
room. Pretty self-explanatory. There's pipes in there.
C'est là
Not
qu'on
where
fait les
you-
pipes?
Excuse me?
Is that where we make the pip? The pipes?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No,
Minus
you
1.
do not lay pipe here.
Oh.
I know you
My
did
turn.
not
You
just
lay
say
pipe
that.
at home in your own time if you need to.
Nobody on duty.
Oh, I was just talking about like actual piping, but no, we have special people for that. But on that topic, yeah, for any of you that are interested or single or in a relationship, none of that on duty. None of
Are
it.
we talking about actual pipes, or is there something else we're talking about?
Well, now we're not talking about actual pipes at all.
0. No. No.
Their office. Any questions? That's right. Excuse me.
That's not good.
So to your right. You'll be fine. To your right is going to be the first of 2 double doors that exit out into the motor pool, which we'll go to in a different time. And to your left is going to be a back entrance to the cells, called the vestibule or something like that. It doesn't really make sense, but it's beside the point. We
You know
keep
what also
moving.
doesn't make sense?
What?
Okay, look at the elevator. -1, right? It says -1.
So that's here.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Okay. But then the floor above us is 0. And then it skips 1 because that floor is under construction, and then it goes to 2. Okay, but now I want everyone to get into this elevator.
It
What's
don't
the
make
weight
sense.
rating on this elevator, sir?
Irrelevant because
Not going up.
Oh gosh.
Copy.
I was never good with numbers.
my head.
all right. Now I want us
Doesn't
all
make
to
sense.
acknowledge that the buttons say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is no -1, there is no 0.
Well, yeah.
Where
Yeah,
does that
because-
lead us?
Maybe the clock is
There's-
broken.
Did you say the clock?
No, the dial is broken. The screen.
I mean, that's it. Doesn't matter.
Maybe there's some things we're not meant to know.
Welcome to
Maybe it's
mean-
the mystery of the universe.
Well,
I
it's
mean, it
elevator
could be just
mysteries.
that the dial, the thing, LCD screen.
All
is
right.
broken.
It's gonna be the second of 2 double doors, as we previously spoke about. They lead out into the motor pool. Motor pool is self-explanatory. It's where all the cars are. Not much else. And through this door, we can file in.
I
Good job.
This is the lineup room. This is the lineup observation room, to be specific. This observation room is going to be very similar to the 2 that we have for
Let me get over here.
interrogation. And just to quickly explain it, each interrogation room is going to have one of these small microphones. If you press the little button on there, microphone is going to turn green. So whoever is in there currently, when the microphone is going to be able to hear us. This guy can hear us right now.
Oh, hey. I can't hear you anymore.
Turn it on.
It's so
Oh, you turned
quiet.
it on.
Okay, it's on.
Oh, well, I
We can hear
you
ya.
now.
It's all right. I don't think he heard you call him handsome. He is married, though. Or, well,
Yes.
asterisks.
No, happily
What?
married.
What do you mean? What?
Did you
When
call
I
the
say
paperwork
happily
yet?
married, to be clear, married is also past tense. I wish the
Oh,
judges
yeah,
would.
I forgot about the law thing or whatever. Yeah.
Anyway, let's file out. We're gonna exit this room and take a left.
Did they turn it off?
Captain Slacks.
Nope, that's
Oh.
not me.
I'm gonna whisper.
What up?
Stay in here. I'm gonna whisper.
Huh?
Oh, good to see you.
Oh, you as well. You as well.
That's
Sorry.
a double door.
I'm
Um,
training right now.
Lead outside.
I know you're doing.
What do you
doing
need?
great.
Back.
I need Captain Slacks. We're in interrogation right now.
You should not.
I
think he
will.
might be out
I'll
there.
get on radio.
Go.
All right, thank you.
I'll find him.
And we can talk more about it later. Now we're gonna go
Excuse
through
me?
here.
So
okay.
we bring the suspects through the motor port and
I
downstairs.
agree.
Yeah.
Probably needs to be addressed or changed. However,
Okay, I see.
any change to that, unless it happened tonight while we were doing this interrogation, wouldn't apply to this anyways. So you can fix it for the future, but you can't
This
fix
one-
it for this
This
scenario.
one's safe.
I understand what you're saying.
File
I
into
mean,
observation right
Kid
here.
Giant provide the same, and I'm gonna once we're done, I'll add the recording and then I'll add it to report. Or do you want to add it to the docket?
That,
Alright,
if
so
you will let me
as
add it to the docket,
previously
I'll happily
mentioned-
do that. I think you guys are taking the recording as the police, and I think it would be a good precedent to see the police provide exculpatory evidence that they have acquired. I think it's a PR week
I mean,
for you to post it, but I will post it if you'd like me to.
I mean, I'll post it as part of the report, and you can just FOIA the report if you like.
Exactly.
Really quick, I don't want to derail y'all's conversation, but Damien did want to speak to you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry.
No problem.
You probably have just seen there's a side door leading out. You guys want to step in here? I just noticed that those fan blades are crooked. I'm never not gonna notice that again. It's gonna really irritate me. But anyway, it's beside the point. Obviously, you know, it's pretty standard interrogation room. We can see, or they can see in here. We can't see out.
Yep, I
Pretty
see
simple.
every one of you. All of you.
Yep.
And
There
we
you go.
can-
Thank you for the backup,
it has
everybody.
the same little mic in there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And don't
And,
forget, if y'all are on my side with the microphone, when this is on, if you're sitting here talking next to the person who's on the microphone, the people inside hear you too.
Yep.
So don't be whispering,
right.
oh, say this, because they gonna hear you. I'm gonna turn this off.
All right, we're gonna step out into the hallway.
It was very hazy in that room.
I don't think we're gonna see these PD guns anymore anyway.
Hopefully.
Oh wow, look at all these cadets, man.
Hey, look at all these PD
Yeah.
guns.
Hey, look at all these loot boxes, bro. Holy shit.
Holy
Stop
shit.
saying that,
Holy
Mr.
shit.
Yeah, I've seen his trays,
That's
motherfucker.
fucked up.
I thought so.
Yeah, man. Is it here?
Who the heck was that guy?
John Paul.
John Paul.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Is he a
Y'all are
police
more than loot
officer?
boxes, I'll have you know.
Oh,
Oh wow.
He is the polar opposite of a police officer.
Yeah, I
That's
work with
correct.
him at Senior Buns. He make a lot of trouble all the time.
Anyway,
Hmm.
in terms of this room, the two inner doors are both going to be interrogation. The two outer are both going to be observation.
Hey guys,
Real simple.
sorry. Passing through with a 95.
Pardon me. excuse me.
hello.
Hello.
His hair is
Hello.
very
Hello.
yellow.
All right, let's go in there. We gotta take your picture and take your stat.
All right,
we
this is
tried to
good. You know,
recheck.
why don't we follow Officer Frost inside?
Yeah, I'm
you,
gonna
you can
wait.
see
I'm
what
gonna wait for you
you
guys.
can see what happens. Into the interrogation, or not, the mugshot.
Mother
room, right there.
Yes, her last name is
I won't
Frost.
take your part in this. Hell yeah.
Swear you're 6 foot. You sure?
You're not special anymore, Jimmy.
Not.
Oh no.
Oh, see,
I'm
that
not
She's
worked.
old as well.
No, look, see, there it is. There it is. There it is.
Um,
I
Y'all were meant to be.
Not
Hey, I
done.
By
believe you, my
choice.
friend.
You're not
Yeah.
fooling
Move a little
anyone,
bit.
man.
Can you move a little bit to the middle of the paper from
Oh, am I not? Oh, that middle of the paper.
in the
This
middle of the paper? Yes, please. Turn around. All right. Don't smile.
Oh, I
Normal
was gonna
face.
smile.
Thank you.
There's so many people in here. What are y'all doing in here?
Watching.
Analyzing,
Observant.
not judging.
Oh, okay. As long as you're not judging me.
Of
What are
course
you
not.
doing in here, sir?
Sir, stop moving your lips.
What are you doing here, sir? Sir?
All right, so
He
Mr.
can't
here is
talk.
under arrest for trespassing.
I know. I was testing him.
Now that I've taken his mugshot, because he doesn't have a mugshot, I will now take his fingerprints, since we want to make sure that the ID he gave me comes back to him. It really comes back to him.
Lucky.
Yes, go ahead.
Hope you're doing well.
In regards to the fingerprints, you guys, we only collect fingerprints here in this room, correct?
It depends if you can bring the machine. So it's a little machine you can bring with you. Do you want that? Want me to show to them? Is this Barrick? No, that's Rhodes. Rose, do you want me to show it to them?
We'll probably be going over it.
Oh, okay.
So
they're
it's
gonna
not
show you how it
too
works
much of an
right now.
issue. We'll
I take
explain.
his fingerprints, and since he did not do a violent felony, we do not take his DNA directly. But I always ask the 95 if he is willing to give his DNA.
No,
That's a question.
I'm good. I'm good.
They usually say that when you ask.
Ah,
All right, come with me, sir. I'm gonna take your fingerprint.
Right here.
Yes, turn around for me. I'll go and get a little machine. So basically, I always take the little machine here in this little bag.
Hey,
You
you're
want me to
no
call him
longer the
out?
only Frost. Jimmy.
Oh, and she's bold as well.
Yeah.
It's all over. Oh no.
It's all over.
Shift 3 as well. I'm gonna break down,
Surprise
guys.
transfer to shift 2.
Oh, there can only be one Frost in Shift 3.
Eric, you want me to call him out?
No, but
I think it just come out when it's done, I
it's
suppose.
already there. They already took it, you know?
You can witness the whole process.
So one of the cadets did have a question regarding fingerprinting and whether or not we only fingerprint in that room. I mean, ideally, yes. I mean, I fingerprint people in the cell. Just absolutely not out on the field.
Did you tell him that, or?
No, I told him we'd go over it. I didn't want to derail the current processing.
Oh, you're good.
no, they're just over here.
So now that all of that is done, get him here. So we want.
You want this door locked behind us?
Yeah.
And now, okay, sir, get a little bit closer.
Oh, yeah.
And now, I let the receptionist here take his possessions, seize his possession, and then they're taking the possession. Make sure that I always make sure once before I take the possessions to recheck if I didn't forget anything in his pockets before. So yeah.
You guys are doing awesome, by the way. Good job.
You're beautiful, right?
I thank you
Thank you.
for helping us learn.
No
Selena, do you
problem.
mind going into one of the side cells so that we don't disturb you so much?
Yeah. Follow me. You're gonna go on this.
Oh, I wanted the big one.
You could be even awesomer if you don't break the law.
That's true.
All right.
I'm gonna.
This will, for the most part, conclude the tour, and we're going to start going over booking and processing and a lot of things of that nature. So these are the cells. And as you can imagine, there's cells down here for holding. There's going to be 7 of them. There's going to be the drunk tank, 2 through this gate, and 4 through the gate that you just walked through. Additionally, that door behind you that you passed as you came in, it leads down to the lineup room. Of
You
which,
saw me on the other side of glass earlier, me and Rhodes.
and that extra door goes into the side entrance to the cells, as I pointed out previously. Okay. Turner went through like reports with you guys during the Zoom call, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Did you guys make each other's profiles, or anybody make their own profile, somebody was having problems, correct? No?
I believe he had us
just
check
take
all of our
photos.
profiles, but
That's
yeah, we
it.
all need photos.
You all need photos. Okay. There's 8 of you here. That's perfect. You're going to pair up. You're going to take each other's photos somewhere within this vicinity, and you're going to add it to your profile. Or add it to each other's profile. So
David?
find a partner.
Yes, sir, Larry.
Let's get it done.
Jimmy?
Where do you want to go?
Sure. You
I
know,
run. Let's go to
just
the
gonna-
mugshot room. It'd be ironic.
Well, you said within this vicinity, so.
If you're taking photos, ideally probably just use the
Yeah, I was just saying just to grab right
the
here.
wall, yeah, rather
You
than
want me to take yours
All right.
first?
It's clear wall.
Yeah, sure.
it shouldn't
All
look
right.
like a mugshot, to be
Yeah,
clear.
I go first. All right, I'll go first.
We use the.
You guys remember what
Do we use
Get
the
you to remove your glasses. for me?
Locker had like the DNA kits and stuff?
Did we have a locker for that?
I
they
thought
were
we
all
just
in
left
the
them.
room.
Yeah,
No.
I didn't see any there. Here, I'll go grab some.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, excuse me.
Look at me, David. To your
Yeah.
left a little.
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm looking. Oh, sorry.
There we are. All right. DNA Schwab.
That's amazing that you're here. I have a question.
What's up?
So earlier, I was trying to push possession of stolen goods on someone,
Mhm.
because he had a Group 6 bag and that he, like, he was not working Group 6, right? He was evading and he stole it from someone from a van,
Okay.
right? And somebody told me that possession of stolen goods only applies to the thing that is called valuable good. that true?
That is correct. So that
Okay,
is
so-
seemingly a outdated charge.
Okay, because right now I have this. Okay, the guy was breaking vents to rob these things, and it's written on it, and under it, stolen goods. But I cannot put this charge. Yes,
That is
I'm on my way in.
that is correct. So much like the okay, let me give you an example of the title of a charge versus the wording. You take a look at look for criminal sale of a firearm class 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Now read the definition of it.
The unlawful sale or purchase of a class 1 firearm. Oh.
So do you see
okay.
how the charge is titled sale of a firearm, but it also covers
Yeah.
the purchase?
Yeah. So if it's
that's one of those charges where, although the title seems like it matches, it should, right? Unfortunately, the actual description of the charge itself would not allow the charge to
Okay.
to,
So
to,
I
to be
cannot put
proper.
that.
Correct.
So what would I put for that? People robbing on top of the van.
I mean,
they're break-
vandalism, in addition to
Oh, vandalism. Yes. And people that do it on top of because people have starting to do it on top of the roof of the PD, like next to the old courthouse.
Yes.
Like just on top of it.
Mhm.
People have starting to steal there, so we can put vandalism of government property there.
Correct. Now the
Nice.
actual theft, I mean, we don't necessarily know the costs associated, but like I'm going to assume at minimum we could probably hit them with petty theft, but these are not arrestable offenses.
Yeah.
Like the vandalism, unless it's on government property, that's an arrestable one, but I think the smaller vandalism charge is just a citation. Now if it's over $1,000, then it would qualify as grand theft.
10-2. 120 is processing right now. 10-7.
Yeah, I wouldn't push that charge. I'd probably go for the vandalism in addition to probably petty theft.
Yeah, petty theft, vandalism, and trespassing, because these are trespassing, please.
Yep. All right, is that
Alright,
all?
good. Yeah,
Alright,
that's all.
perfect.
I just wanted to be sure for the goods. Thank
You're good. I've arrived. What are they up to?
Putting the profile pictures in there. In the chat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Y'all see my profile picture?
I did.
I think I have, yeah.
It was it was a good choice.
Yeah, that's from when.
Beautiful.
Was your wedding in it?
Well, it was we renewed our vows. You know.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
I'm trying to be very careful with the things that I say.
True. I keep forgetting.
Is there something actually illegal about like stating that you're
I thought
married?
it was just family.
You
Yeah, it
can't
should
say
just
you're
be
married
for-
anymore?
Well, hold on. I'm trying to figure out if that's actually like true.
I'm pretty sure it's just like you can't say you're related to people first.
Oh yeah, well, I'm married, happily.
Yeah.
And if it becomes illegal, I was married in the
It's true.
past.
Yep.
Still am married. Will be married.
All right, everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Rose is going to hand out DNA kits. And once again, while being partnered up, you guys are going to take some time and swab each other's DNA. And you're going to add it to each other's profiles and appropriately tag
Actually, I have
them
to grab
so.
one more. Give me a second.
Yeah, take your time.
I think one of them might have a kit on them, Reds.
Oh, if they do.
Have a DNA kit on them?
I have one.
Okay, perfect. All right. If whoever was grouped together, get together in your group. Who currently has one?
I do.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and I'll mention
So,
this as well.
I
These are
will
not
give
something that you
you
should take out
this.
into the field with you.
Once you're
They're
done,
just something that should be within the constraints of mission room.
hand it over to the person you're partnered with, and then swap over and collect DNA. Just a moment.
Copy that.
Here we are.
Howdy, Captain Turner.
All right, are you ready?
There you go.
Yeah, go for it.
And
You rub the insides of their cheeks real good to get that DNA on there.
So I'm swapping your
There you
DNA.
go.
Are you ready? I am. I think you have to spit on it.
Here we are.
Just
Thank you,
just
sir.
around my cheeks.
Say ah.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Around. Lift your tongue up. All right, got it.
You got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Put that in.
Okay.
Just remember, you only have to swab the inside of the cheek. All right. You ain't gotta go too far. So when you inevitably deal with somebody, who ends up coughing,
So that's your DNA or my DNA?
I feel bad with people with a terrible gag reflex. That would
well,
be
if
great.
they're gagging
I'm
from
just gonna-
something touching the inside of their cheek right next to their lips, I'm concerned for their well-being.
I imagine so.
You just want to go over your profile and make sure that looks okay.
Just
Sure.
the cheeks.
Jesus. What the? Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Jimmy, what are you doing there?
I'm just making sure I got all the DNA.
All right, my
Jimmy.
turn.
Oh man, that was was terrible.
Did you give me the
Yeah,
kit?
he's gotta be thorough with the DNA.
You need to give me the
Oh.
kit.
Profile.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Oh,
No worries. Do you want them back,
Yeah.
bud?
Yeah.
That would. Yeah.
Jimmy, how far down did you?
Thank you.
It was a long swab.
Nice.
It's one of those like COVID swabs, right?
Oh.
Like just kind of.
But
Got a
did y'all
bag of
both?
reflex,
Y'all
too.
both do it?
All right.
Yeah, we
Let me
both.
know
did.
Yeah, it was
when you're ready.
consensual.
All right.
Hang on.
Very
Oh, okay.
consensual.
There we go. Just open wide. There you go. In and around. Oh, you got it. Oh, you got it all over me. Okay, that's it. It's enough. I got it.
Oh, sorry.
Got it on my uniform.
Not supposed to drool.
God,
Sorry. Sorry.
so that's good.
it's all right. I guess.
All right, I got that collected and I'll send it to you.
Well, that's very stoic, your profile picture.
There we go. Gotcha.
They haven't all gone through call signs, I assume, right?
You know, the emergency.
Okay.
Okay, we gotta do call signs still.
We're still doing 800s, not 700s or anything like that.
Yeah, just 800s for.
I got you added. DNA on file tag.
I'm not seeing it on mine.
The fucking DNA doesn't say.
No, PPOs are 100s. 800s are cadets.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll put it in
what
your
now? To think about what?
profile below just in case.
Sorry. The tag I did not.
Saving for you.
The tag. Yeah.
Oh no, I was using my phone.
Have you ever tried sitting in one of these
There we go.
seats?
But it's saving now. It's all good.
Yeah.
It should be there.
A little difficult sometimes.
It's
The wheels get stuck.
It's gotta be smarter than it. Exactly.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Take photo records of those and then also add them to our profile.
these
Yeah, you
specifically,
gotta properly add it to your profile and then tag it up.
quite a
Stay
pain.
on file.
Copy.
Said we were ready, Dean?
Oh yes, ma'am.
What's going? Okay, let me try it again. There we
Hey,
go.
Barrick, it doesn't seem to be saving the DNA.
There you
Oh,
go. Should be
no.
good.
Yeah. Or what do you mean?
Like I put it in the DNA kind of area with the dashes, and I click save, and then I go back and the blue button, and then go back in. It doesn't. It's not there.
4 numbers dash, 4 numbers dash.
Yeah.
Same.
I see
Yeah.
your DNA on file.
I'm
As
trying to
far
do
as-
Sterling
Yeah.
silvers.
For some reason, his saved for me, but
I know Captain Turner kind of went over with us yesterday. When we do take the DNA, we need to put in there, you know, the date that the DNA was taken and by who. Do we just put DNA taken on 2/11/24 and then by our names or by our
Yeah.
partner's name?
Here, let me see if I can.
I think I might have just done it. No, that's interesting. Huh.
Oh yeah, it didn't save when I did it either.
It's odd.
Yeah, for mine as well. I just I updated Judas's, and it's his DNA's not saving.
But for now, I'll just put it in the profile.
just-
and note it down.
And traditionally as well, when it's
And
a
tag.
suspect, make sure you put in like whatever report or incident caused you to take their DNA as well.
Did you
That
get
works
yours
easily.
in there, David? If not, I can pop it in for you. I don't know if you're having MDT issues.
Me, I've done it already.
Okay. Just make sure to put in DNA taken today and then by me.
Yeah, it's done already.
Should be all right. I saved for you, no problems.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, I had no issues as well.
Interesting.
Seems to have saved now. Beautiful.
No, okay.
probably just from all of us, maybe.
Very possible.
All right, we're gonna go through this reasonably quickly now. You each are gonna choose an 800 call sign.
Can I get
Actually,
the 826?
hold on.
Yeah, you're gonna give it?
No, we can wait to do that. Actually, we don't need to do that right now. Do that.
Let's start thinking of an 800
tomorrow,
call
yeah.
sign.
Let's start thinking about it though. All right, we're gonna go through booking and processing now. And Rhodes, Sky, feel free to interrupt me at any time and add on or tack on any additional information as well. But for the time being, we're gonna throw up a this makeshift incident report. It's gonna be labeled Academy. All right. If everybody refreshes their MDTs, you should see that as the most recent incident. It's going to be 2581.
Yes, sir.
I don't see any reports on incident.
Oh, it's an incident.
Yeah, it's an incident.
See it.
Okay, so from the point that you make an arrest and bring somebody in the cells to Mission Row, by the time they've gotten here, you should have read them their rights. You know, certain circumstances, maybe you haven't, but either way, by the time, you know, they're in the cell, I would make sure you've read them their rights. If, like I said, if some specific circumstance happens which doesn't allow you to do that, like, you know, medical reasons or something like that, then,
All right, we're ready.
you know, that's one thing. But from the point that they get in here, before you leave them in their cell, when they are in their cell alone, they should have nothing on them. They should possess nothing on their person. And by the time that you put them in there and, you know, take their shackles off and uncuff them so that they're alone in their cell, you should have everything that you need from them. So what that means is by the time you do that, when you come through like the airlocks and stop by the possessions desk, you should have done and checked off pretty much every box. Do I need to take this person's DNA? Do I need to fingerprint this person? What do I need to take off this person? So on and so forth. Check all of those. If they need a mugshot, get them in the mugshot room, get that dealt with. All those things need to be checked off before you put them in there. Now, what circumstances should we start taking people's DNA?
Felony charges, or if they submit to it,
Violent
from asking
felony.
them.
Yeah, violent felony.
Yeah, violent felonies specifically, and if they do submit to it, that's also acceptable. Just make sure you note it down in the profile that they, you know, consented to having their DNA taken. What else? Fingerprinting. You do fingerprinting within the cells. Ideally in the mugshot room. It doesn't have to be though. Just ideally within the cells. Never out in the field. Never. What else?
There's actually specific legislation regarding collection of DNA. I'm not sure if y'all went over that. So if y'all look at bust out your MDTs, go to legislation, Los Santos Constitution. I want you to scroll all the way to the bottom, and this is very important because
I have an issue. I don't see anything on the MDT under legislation.
Same for me as well.
Turner, is that a
reset your MDT.
permissions?
Hold on, let me.
You guys have profiles, right?
Yeah, they're all set up.
Yes.
They all work. I would try going to a different tab and then going back to it a couple times. Give it some time to load as well.
Alternatively,
just,
what I'm gonna do in the report or incident that we're looking at, I'm gonna put a photo of it. Hopefully that will suffice.
I have no report showing up as well.
I have no reports,
Hold
no
on.
dashboard, no legislation.
Yeah, same
Should
thing.
They should probably have like the cadet rank in the MDT instead of recruit. Huh?
No, they shouldn't. They should have recruit. Recruit should be fine. I had them all in looking at all this yesterday.
Yeah. Interesting.
As recruits, yeah.
Maybe just need to reset the MD2 then.
Yeah,
I did just try resetting the MDT and it's still the same thing. Those 3 tabs are not loading.
You all were able to see it during our Zoom call yesterday, is that right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Correct.
Okay. So I don't think it's permission based. I think it's just MDT having MDT
Okay.
issues.
All right, so I'll read off the legislation, specifically the requirements here. So it states officers must include in the arrest report, in the investigative report. Actually, I'll wait until.
Let's give a little bit of room here.
Yeah.
Apologies, officers.
No,
Need to
you're
issue
good.
back your stuff here. Just face away from me so I can remove these cuffs. There you go.
Just go on and sign right here, sir. Just your initial. I'll give you your bag back here. All right.
Let's see. There we go.
Okay.
All right, you got everything.
Here you go. There's your things back.
Got
face
it. Thank
away
you
from
very
me.
much.
Gotta cuff you again. Face away this way for me, please.
Oh.
Thank you. Going for cuffs. Oh, what?
Oh no!
Oh my God.
I mean,
Oh.
Captain Turner, damn.
Okay.
Got it.
He's got it.
Full practice there.
All right.
Y'all
Now
thought.
remove your shackles.
Never catching Turner locking.
All right. Let's go.
Damn.
Sorry, Captain.
All right.
All right, so referencing the legislation, it does specifically state officers must include in the arrest report, in the investigative report, or as a separate notation on the individual's criminal profile that a DNA sample was collected and placed in the database. Proper documentation should include the date on which the DNA was collected and the officer who collected the DNA. Those are required according to the legislation. So do not, like, just because you've collected it and added it to somebody's profile, does not then make it valid. Because if a judge looks and determines, hey, unfortunately, the officer's name and the date at which it was collected ain't there. And also you're going to want to reference the actual justification, right? Like if someone's being charged with a violent felony, you want to indicate that as well. So that you can point to a specific incident in which all of that, happened. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Question down there.
In the event that we have a suspect that doesn't want to cooperate with the DNA swab, how would be the best way to go about that?
Did you read the Constitution?
I did read it yesterday. I don't have a good answer off the top of my head for
You have
that
access
policy.
to the Constitution on legislation?
Yeah, I do. Okay.
Go to the DNA section. I believe it's going to be the last, if I remember correctly, the last bullet point on there.
Turner, I think it may have been removed.
No, it's Article 7.
And my MDT's not even working right now.
The one where it says if a person's detained or arrested and refuses to comply.
Oh, apologies.
Whoever that was talking. Hawk?
Yes, crikey, yes. I think I said here, point 6 of the DNA collection, where it says if a person is detained or arrested and refuses to comply with a DNA swab, law enforcement can request court sanctions and eventually a court order authorizing physical force to collect said sample.
So what that means is you have to put out you have to essentially contact a judge, and we haven't had to do this yet, so we're not 100% sure what the process is. But what I imagine being is you're going to contact a judge, tell them the situation. They might have you write something up. They're going to approve it for you to go hands-on with them. Until then, if there's no judges available, it's the same thing as a search warrant. You're getting put on a hold until you contact the judge and get approval for that.
Yep, you sit in that cell.
So they go on a hold until it's approved.
So it's the hold until trial, so 24-hour detainment.
It's a hold. It's a hold period.
Okay.
Until we get approval, whether it's denial or whether it's approval. But in the Constitution, if they've committed a violent felony, they're being charged with it. DNA is to be taken. So it's not I don't think they're going to contest the legitimacy of the DNA being taken. If they want to do that, they have to appeal the charges. But if they want to physically fight back, we don't really go hands-on with that. Until we get approval. And if we get approval from a judge, we do what we got to do to get that taken.
Copy that.
Thank you for the clarification, sir.
Yep.
I think we're good on the DNA front now. Are people's MDTs functioning properly? Or is it still problematic?
I am unable to view legislation.
Did anybody see the incident at least?
Yes.
Yes, sir. It's a network.
Yes,
Okay.
I can see the incident.
There's a command. Hold up.
Did Turner speak to you guys about adding criminal scum and the whole functionality of
Yes,
sir.
Yep.
like, putting people in MDT and the tagging system, officers involved, adding vehicles, personal vehicles?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Firm.
Okay. Furthermore, of that, charges and adding charges, removing them, etc.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
How about evidence? Did we go over evidence?
Yes, sir.
I just had to add a photo, not like.
Yeah,
other
it
stuff,
doesn't have anything to do with casings or
Okay.
weapons or the new lockers that we have.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go over that here soon.
Did they already log their equipment?
Not
No,
yet.
we'll
Okay.
after
I
this,
have, sir.
we'll go back and do that.
You have over there?
There was
Yes,
a
sir.
command.
Hey, what did you do?
Well, when Rhodes said his profile picture was something, you guys looked, I looked, and I
Oh,
saw
no.
the equipment log, so I logged it.
That's actually that's old. Old is in still technically accurate, but before we had an official system implemented.
There's an official system, so it's not like
Correct.
that anymore. All right,
Yeah.
so technically I did not log it then.
Okay.
Thank
what
you.
else? I guess we can actually walk in here now, and you guys can see the other cells. So there's gonna be 4, pretty much identical holding rooms within that gate. Let's see, who can Sky or Rhodes? You want to mind like you can just put me in cuffs and go about it normally. However you would, just to properly demonstrate.
There you go.
Silly question. For people having issues, did y'all reset your MDTs?
I did.
They did.
But I'm still having the issue.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Rhodes, so Captain Trigris, the link to use off duty. If you try that out, that is also broken.
Interesting.
So try that one and see if you get the same thing. It's saying the Cloudflare area is down.
Okay, that makes sense.
I-
Understood.
I think it's beyond anybody's scope.
Yep.
Alright, Ab got Barrick in cuffs. You put him in the cell. Alright. At this point, you should have already taken. I don't know if y'all can hear because I know it does muffle a little bit.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Can hear you fine.
Okay. Okay. You should have made sure to already, take his stuff, but you want to double check once he's in the cell. Just make sure he has absolutely nothing on them, and then you can put him in, unshackle him, and then you close the door. You can lock it, and then you can come over and tell the suspect
Sky,
to come
back
here.
away from the door. At least for me, the door's still wide open. So just a heads up, the doors are very finicky, like very finicky. Oftentimes you're probably going to want to ask the suspect just to verify, does the door look shut? Does everything look okay? Because there have been situations where we had every reason to believe that the door was shut and locked, And much like, 30 seconds ago, the door was locked wide open. Why we tell people with the other doors, make sure you swing them shut. However, when these get locked, you can't swing them shut. Keep that in mind.
Right. And then, instruct them, come to the door, face away. You can use this slot opens up, and you can take them out of their cuffs.
Yep.
Okay, so we soft cuff them in the cell, and then once we get out of the cell and lock the door, secure the door, we completely uncuff them.
Yep.
Well, when you properly cuff them, they're gonna have cuffs around their wrists and cuffs around, their ankles, or shackles, air quotations. And you take off the shackles, they'll be able to walk around in there. And then you take off the full cuffs, through the little gap in the door. Sound simple enough?
Copy. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
As Sky said, it does not hurt and is highly recommended. It doesn't matter that you took the person's possessions over by the desk. There have been times where an officer steps a little too close and we swipe their bag instead of somebody else's. So before you uncuff anybody in a cell who is under arrest, please make sure you search them. Last thing we need is an officer held up at knife point, or with a crowbar or anything. Have any of your shit stolen down here, robbed, and then have you force them out of the damn police department. Never hurts to search again.
And to make sure the process of giving the items to the receptionist is automatic, or do we have to take the items off ourselves?
Nope. We can actually go through that. Wait,
You
Barrett, do we
wanna
need
lead 'em
anything in
through
this
that?
area? Yeah, follow me. So if y'all come over here, this is where the people are required to get their possessions back. However, the receptionist has no issues going to any of the cells when you're seizing possessions. So if we were in any of those cells, it would be exactly the same. But if y'all were to approach me, go ahead and take a look at the options you have available. What you would do is seize possessions. Now, you're not going to do that now because everyone is close to each other. But doing that will take everything off of that person, and everything will be checked in here.
Okay, gotcha.
And if for whatever reason you have something on you that they need to get back, and you've already seized their possessions, while they're in cuffs, you need to bring them in front of the actual clipboard itself and then cuff them to the railing. Okay? And then, properly uncuff them, at least from behind, so that they can sign the thing so they can get
Just as y'all saw Frost do. The individual had to fully be out of cuffs in order to sign their name here. But again, you cuff them to the railing. That way they're not going anywhere. Or if they have, let's say, a wrench that was seized as a result of something, right? They're not going to have that on their person because they're still going to end up remaining cuffed. It's for the sole purpose of returning their possessions back to them. That is it. All right, so we should be good on that front. Any questions?
No.
No, sir.
All right.
Right,
GSR testing. How do we feel about that?
I feel like we're ready to learn how to do it.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fair enough. You want to lead them through that as well, Rhodes?
Sure. All right. So, well, actually, we don't have a firing range, do we?
No,
It doesn't matter. Everyone's going to return
no,
negative.
we can do that up at Zenkudo when we leave.
How about this? Everyone who was in groups before, get together with your partner. All right. And